And if a builder is facing increasing costs, materials or delays, how do they recover their increased costs of materials and delays?
It depends on the type of contract. Obviously, if you have a cost plus contract, it's very easy for you as a builder to recoup that money. If you have a fixed price contract, it can be much more difficult, although all of the standard form contracts, and by that I mean the Housing Industry Association contracts, the Master Builders Association contracts, the Department of Fair Trading contracts, they're the three most, they're the three most common standard form residential building contracts that we see in use. All of those have provisions to claim costs for certain types of delay, although they all vary slightly in what's claimable and what's not. And to some extent, it might be possible in at least the master builders and HIA contracts to recoup the increased cost of materials, although it's much more difficult and it will change on a case-by-case basis. So if you're experiencing additional expense because of delay, particularly delay that's not caused by you, or additional material costs, you should talk to us.
And I guess including some, bespoke special conditions dealing with circumstances that are outside of your control that might be included?
If you have the luxury of starting a new project, we can certainly draft those special conditions for you. I suppose the situation I was talking about is where the contract's already on foot. You're halfway through the build, you're finding that you're struggling to get trades, you're struggling to get materials.
Yeah. And I guess, to what extent could you use provisional sums or prime cost allowances to protect them?
You can use them to great effect, and it's advice that I often give clients that they should do that. Obviously, it can become a negotiation point with homeowners because homeowners like to go into contracts with certainty, but it's my standard advice that they should be using scheduled items to give flexibility in contract value.
It's a two-way street with the builders need to be protecting their own businesses as well. And I think being proactive and making sure you've got contracts that protect you, at least where you've got the right balance, is a pretty important thing to have in place.
Absolutely.